going to cook a really nice way of doing sea bass. It's really with lemon, fennel seeds, bit of salt and pepper, bit of olive oil. Sounds good. And then what we're going to do is, at the end, we're going to just top it up with a little bit of garlic, white wine vinegar. That's when the aromas are really good. It's really tasty. Got me 2 sea bass there, and what I've done is I've scrape the scales off, because with sea bass you get quite a lot of scales, so it's quite important to do that. Maybe your fishmonger can do that for you. I'm going to cook mine with the heads on. I've chopped the tail just really to fit in the pan really, and all the sort of fins and that have all been taken off. Now what I've done is I've slitted 3 little slits in each fish, because then you can put a little bit of lemon in there like that. It just fits nicely, so that's great. Put a little bit of olive oil just over the fish like so. Fairly liberal with it. We don't want the fish sort of sticking to the bottom or anything. Now what I'm then going to do is use a little bit of sea salt. If you haven't got sea salt, you can use normal salt. And I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on mine. That's it. A little bit of black pepper, all these flavours. And then I'm going to use my fennel seed. Just sprinkle those over. Doesn't matter, some sit in the pan, the oil gets flavoured. So that gives it a nice aniseedy sort of flavour. Pop that in the oven, fairly high temperature, and then halfway through I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic on at the end with white wine vinegar. That's when the smell really gets good. I'm going to put the fish into a preheated oven, high temperature, and I would say cook it for about 10 or 12 minutes in total. About halfway through, going to put the garlic on, so here we go, put it in the oven. I've just opened up the oven door and the smell is unbelievable. The aromas, you can smell it all. We're about halfway through, by the way, so I've now got me garlic, which I crushed up earlier, and we've got the white wine vinegar in there. You can use white wine if you haven't got the vinegar, but either one's good. And I'm just going to really just lay this over the top, and then we're going to put it back in the oven until really the garlic has gone sort of golden brown. This is when the smells are going to really get everybody, and you know, it's time to serve it up soon. So I'm just going to pour that on. That's it. Put that back in the oven. Carry on cooking. I've taken the fish out of the oven. Now give it a quick shake, because sometimes you loosen them up. You see they've loosened up a little bit now, and that just means that the skin hasn't sort of stuck to the pan. Any of the juices you got, just pour them over the top, and this really gives it the nice intense flavour at the end. So just pop that on before we serve that all over. That's lovely.